Good job, Splash. You did so good. You did good, Splash. Did you like your lunch?
Stella, Splash, Simba, Boo, Sammy, Richard, Nancy, Goldie, Ziggy, Ringo, Eva, Hydrox, and Ditto, the Lucky Ferals.
It is 8 a.m. and here's Simba. Hello, Simba. I've just been telling Simba what a handsome man he is. Right, Simba? Simba, you're so handsome. He's purring. Big headbutt. Simba's hungry. He wants his morning snack. How you doing, Simba? You okay? So this is where I slept last night, here on the couch. I went to bed later than I wanted to, and I just passed out. I was so tired. And then I slept really well. I woke up at one point, probably around 5 a.m., because Splash and Simba were having a little disagreement. I woke up again, maybe around 7:30. And now Simba's trying to get me up. He's like, get up. Let's start our day. Okay, Simba, let's get up. This is why I slept in the living room, because I started painting my bedroom yesterday. I got a little bit more than halfway done, and I'm hoping to finish it today. I really love this color of lavender. I wanted to do this when Stella was here. Like, I've been wanting to do this for several years now. But with Stella, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to do like a pink color or a lavender color for her. And then after she passed away, I decided, I'm going to do lavender in honor of Stella because she just loved lavender things. So that's what's going on here. The light, as it hits this wall, makes the wall kind of look different colors, which is like really interesting. So anyway, this is why I had to sleep in the living room, because there's a pile of stuff on the bed. The furniture is all like pushed to the other side of the room. And then today I have to do like this side of the room and this side of the room. It's 4 p.m. Look at what's going on here. That's Sammy. I don't know why she loves laying across the bottom of the door like this, but she does. Look at what's going on in Boo's room. There's Simba and Splash laying on the bed together. I'm going to check on their lunch dishes. This is what's left of Simba's lunch, so that's good. They had some fussy cat sardines. And that is what's left of Splash's lunch, and he ate his also. Good job, Splash. You did so good. You did good, Splash. Did you like your lunch? I hope you ate it and not Simba. Did you eat your lunch or did Simba eat it? Simba ate it? You tell me Simba ate it? I don't know. I'm going to have to check the security camera footage to see who ate it. Simba, whose lunch did you eat? Yours and Splash's, or just yours? Simba says he only ate his. It is 9:10 a.m. Look at this. That's Splash and Simba. They're so cute together. Simba has one of those crunchy mice. The mice that you put the crunchies in and the cats have to get out. So they have those at night as a snack. And I guess they're hungry waiting for their breakfast because he's like, there's no crunchies left in this mouse. You guys are going to have breakfast soon, okay? Actually, you want your breakfast now? I could give it to you now if you want it. Now they're eating their breakfast. They're each having some Instinct raw chicken bites. These are frozen commercial raw food. They get 20 bites for breakfast, which is about 47 calories. And then at lunchtime, they'll get the rest of their breakfast calories. And that's been working out well. So today we started a weigh-in week. Last week was good. He's down a few ounces. So what I do is I weigh him at the beginning of the week, which starts today. Like I just do a 7-day week. And he was up a little bit from yesterday, but like nothing to be concerned about because, weight fluctuates on a daily basis. I just keep a spreadsheet of everything that they eat throughout the week with a calorie total. So Last week they were on 250 calories a day, and that seems to be a good amount right now because Simba's slowly losing some weight. Hopefully Splashes too, but it's like impossible for me to weigh him unless he goes on the scale by himself. So this week I'm going to stay at 250, maybe fluctuate a little bit lower, like 240, and see what happens, and just keep an eye on Simba's weight. So I've been weighing him at the beginning of the week, middle of the week, and then the end of the week. So I have start of the week weigh-in and an end of the week weigh-in. And yes, the end of the week weigh-in is just a day before the start of the week weigh-in, but it just keeps it easier on my spreadsheets because I have a separate spreadsheet for each week. Look at that. They loved their meal. The first thing that they get in the morning is like a churu or a squeeze up. And Splash did not want to eat his. So what I did with Splashes is I saved it and I put it on his breakfast plate. And he ate most of it on his breakfast plate. So cats are weird like that. And you see this wheatgrass? It's not even a week old. Actually, I probably bought it 6 days ago. So it was almost a week old. But I need to go buy some more today. Hopefully they'll have it. Simba's been jumping around the bunk beds and the cat tower. I guess he's making sure everything is the same with regards to those because the color of the walls have changed. They're now a really nice light lilac color. You like the walls, Simba? Simba says he likes the change. It's a very nice change. Look how handsome you are, Simba. Look how handsome you are. Simba, you're so handsome. Simba really enjoyed his breakfast. He's a happy boy. You love your breakfast? That's one of their favorite breakfasts. So I've been like rotating their breakfasts for them so they don't have the same thing every day. Simba made it to the top of the armoire. He's inspecting. Everything up there was put through the wash, so that was good. How you doing, Simba? Simba says he's very happy. Good job, Simba. You're a good boy, Simba. It's 1:10 p.m. I'm just about to go out for a little while. I just gave Splash and Simba their lunch. And look at this. I got 3 tabbies over here. Ringo, Richard, and Nancy. And they're all looking for a snack. Okay, guys, I'll give you a snack before I leave, okay? Hello, Ringo. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Richard. It's almost 4 p.m. Sammy and Goldie have been laying by the back door. They were so cute. So I wanted to film it, but of course Sammy moved. And here's Nancy and Richard on the day sofa in Boo's room. They're hanging out together. It's 4:51 p.m. Richard and Nancy were so cute on the day sofa together. But of course, I turn the camera on and Nancy moves. There's Ziggy. I had to shut the window before because landscapers were here, so I'm going to open it now. It's about 3 p.m. I just got home. I went out for lunch for a little while. Hello, Nancy. Look what arrived today. I got this from Walmart. I was in Walmart the other day and they had this on display and I was like, I think that's really cool. And of course, I'm missing Boo. And since Boo's not here this year, I thought, well, I'll get this inflatable Boo for my yard for Halloween. This is a Halloween decoration. This is like a giant Inflate-A-Boo. If anyone's a longtime viewer of this channel, they might remember when I had a little Inflate-A-Boo that Boo was afraid of. This is a giant Inflate-A-Boo for my yard. So this was on sale. I think it was like $39.99. You can't buy it in the stores. You have to buy it off their website. But it's really cool because the head goes back and forth. So it doesn't just, stand there like this. The head actually moves back and forth and there's LED lights on it. So this is going to be fun. I'm not going to put this out until October, but this will be fun to have in the yard. Look at Sammy. She's laying in this box. Here's Nancy and Ziggy. They're all waiting for their snacks because they know that when Splash and Simba get their lunch, then these guys get their snacks. Here's Splash. He's on top of the armoire eating his lunch. He was laying in that bed. But today for lunch, they're having Splash Dance. It's from Waruva, I believe. It's like chicken and tuna or something like that. He's enjoying it. And here's Simba. Simba's on the bed, and he ate some of his lunch, but then he didn't want the rest of it. Maybe he'll go back and eat it. Sometimes Simba goes back to eat his lunch. Simba had Tiki Cat for breakfast. He enjoyed that a lot. It was tuna and crab surimi, I believe. Splash, on the other hand, did not really like it. He took a few bites, then walked away. So he ended up getting some leftover raw food for breakfast. And today, the Lucky Seven got some fancy feast for breakfast. They also had some leftover raw food. So with the Lucky Seven, what I've decided that I'm doing is I am going to rotate through brands for their breakfast. I made a list yesterday of 7 different brands of cat food. Some of them lower end, some of them higher end, and some of them kind of mid-range. So that way the cats will not be eating the same brand 2 days in a row. And we'll just like rotate through the brands and rotate through the different proteins or the different varieties of the brands. So today they had some fancy feast. They enjoyed that. Tomorrow they'll have a different brand. But I just want to make sure that they're getting a variety also. Splash and Simba have been getting instinct raw bites for breakfast about every other day. And then they get some fancy feast for seniors. And then they get Tiki Cat. So I've been trying to rotate them also, and I've been rotating their lunches. So I want to make sure that the Lucky Seven get a nice rotation. So they're all getting canned food for breakfast, and then for dinner, they're all getting homemade raw food, and I've been rotating through proteins. So the 3 proteins currently are quail, chicken, and turkey. And I'll just do like, chicken day, turkey day, quail day, chicken day, turkey day, quail day. And then once a week, they've been getting a beef day, usually on a Sunday, just to keep it simple. They've been getting a beef day on Sunday. And then they've been getting some dry food as a snack at night. So I want to make sure that they're getting the widest variety possible. So they're getting dry food, they're getting canned food, they're getting raw food, and they're getting different proteins, and they're getting different brands, because you can't trust any of the cat food brands. You can't trust anything that's going on in the pet food industry, really, because there is a cat food war going on between the different factions. On one side, you have the people saying, you have to give cats a biologically appropriate diet because they're carnivores. They need to eat protein, meat. Then on the other side, you have people saying, well, we have scientific studies and we're using less protein. We're using more grains in the diet, and they have good points also. And if we look at longevity with relation to diet, it's not very black and white. And we need to figure out what the truth is with regards to longevity for cats and what the ideal diet for longevity is. And right now, since nobody knows, even though people think they know, I feel like the best thing to do is just to give them as much variety as possible. It's about 9:30 a.m. and let me show you what's going on here. So this is a container of organic wheatgrass that I bought at Whole Foods the other day. I went there to buy their cat grass and they were completely sold out, but I saw this. I've seen this there before, but a lot of times it doesn't look green. It looks like it's already yellowing, but this time it looked really green. And this has actually been in my refrigerator for quite a few days now, so it is starting to get a little bit yellow, but the cats love this. What I do is put some of it on a little plate for them, and they like to smell it on the plate. Sometimes they try to eat it off the plate, but mostly I just put it on the plate so I have like some to feed them. And they love eating it. All right, here's Simba and Splash. I pick up a few pieces of grass. And for some reason, Splash enjoys this wheatgrass much more than the wheatgrass that, you know, they sell that's growing. When I try to feed him blades of that grass, he doesn't eat it as well, but he loves this grass for some reason. Okay, Simba, want some? Here you go. Simba's like, give me some. Okay, Splash. Here you go. Here. You may rub your head with it. Okay, want some? Here's some more. Here's some more. Here's a bunch. Here's some more. It's 8 a.m. and here's Splash. He's sleeping on the day sofa in Boo's room. He was crying around 5 a.m., so I threw some dry cat food on the play rug in the living room. And then he settled down. That seems to be around the time that he cries or howls if he's going to. It's usually around 5 a.m. And here's Simba. Good morning, Simba. How you doing, Simba? You okay? So last night, Splash and Simba had playtime with Sammy. Right, Simba? Right, Simba? You had playtime with Sammy, right? Simba says he doesn't fully trust Sammy. So he spent most of his time just glaring at her. So Sammy was laying in this box, but as you can see, there's a toy here. So I was playing with her along with the other cats with some toys. And this is where Splash was. He was like in this corner. This is like Splash's favorite corner of the rug. So he was here. And I put the scratch and roll in front of him. I thought maybe he'd feel a little bit safer. So here's the cat charmer toy. And I was going back and forth between Sammy and Splash with the cat charmer toy. And Simba was in the cat tower where we just saw him. And I was including him also in our little playtime. And I was so happy that everyone was getting along. Everyone was getting along. Sammy did not try to attack or ambush Simba or Splash, and that was great. In the past, Sammy has ambushed Splash and Simba. I don't know what got into her, but she has done that. I don't think I filmed it at the time because I don't film constantly, especially over the past few months. I'm trying to get the vlogs caught up, so I haven't been filming much at all. So people need to remember that when they watch these videos. I don't film everything. I don't include everything. I try to include what will be useful for me to remember, or things that are useful for me to kind of refer to in case I need to refer to it for some reason in the future, but I don't record everything.
You're not for the streets, Priscilla. You're not for the streets, Priscilla. for the streets, Priscilla. You're not for the streets, Priscilla.
It's 2:45 p.m. and we have a crazy storm that's just rolling through right now. It just started pouring. There's like really loud thunder. All the cats are hiding. It's 11:45 p.m. Splash and Simba are having some catnip on some packing paper. Whenever I get anything that comes wrapped in paper, I like to save it for the cats because they enjoy laying on it and playing with it. So tonight I gave him a little bit of catnip as a treat. And this is some fresh cat grass that I bought at Whole Foods today. It was a little bit longer and more fully grown than I would have liked. I usually like to buy it when it's shorter, but that's all they had. They only had like a few of these that were really long already. So hopefully they'll enjoy their catnip. I'm going to head to bed soon. I've already said goodnight to the lucky 7 downstairs. Okay. You guys good? Tomorrow morning is weigh-in for Simba. It's the end of our week, of our weigh-in week. We're going to see where he stands. Did he lose any weight this week or is he the same? Even if he's the same, that's good, as long as he just doesn't gain anything. Thank you for watching this Lucky Ferals video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you'd like me to post more videos, and please make sure to check out these other videos that were selected especially for you.